Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. One thing I've noticed throughout 2011 has been slowly rising values on really good condition used skid steers. Now this is a picture of a pair of 2010 model Bobcat T320s I saw sell on a farm auction in eastern South Dakota earlier this year, and each went for over $40,000. Now let me show you a video clip that's probably the best example of rising values on used skid steers this year. Now this is from an auction August 18th, 2011 in southeast Minnesota, and it was a 2004 Bobcat S300 with only 540 hours on it, selling for some really strong money. Here's the clip.
540 actual hours. You're going to sell it right along with the 78-inch bucket, material bucket, and then we'll sell all the attachments.
Because if he's dealing with that,
Yep.
you want to think what kind of a baler did he have?
Around the area, down below down there. Go ahead and get in there and start it up, clear it up. Everything works 100%. That'll be on all the items with a motor. We're not going to start them and run them. If you're interested, I'm sure you did. And if you're interested and you didn't hear them run, you know Lawrence's reputation. 500 at 30,500 on her down 31, 31,500 on her now 5 down 32,000 on her down 32, 31 5 and now 2 now 31 5 down 2 31 5 now 32 now 32 5 32,500 on her down 32 5 32,500 on her 500 on her 500 on her 500 on her down 32 5 at 32,000. It's 2004 it says. 32,500.
Stabilizers, guys.
You bet. 540 actual hours. 32,000. 32,500. At 32,500 on her down. 32,500. 32,500. 2.5. Now 5. At 32,250. Now 32,500. Nothing finer. At 32,250. At 32,500 on her down. 32,250. Now 32,500. At 32,500 on her 500 on her 500 on her down 32,250 down 35 32,250 32,500 on her down 32,500 at 32,250 down all in 32,250 down 32,500 at 32,500 on her 500 on her 500 on her 500 32,500 now 7.5 new horse in the race now 32,500 32,500 750 at 32,500 down 7.5 32, final 7.5, 32,500 and now 32, 7.5, all in 32, 7.5, at 32, 5 down, 7.5 and down, 7.5 and down, 7.5 and down, 7.5 and 32, 750. Sold it for $32,500, 242.
Well, there you go, $32,500 for that 2004 Bobcat S300 on the southeast Minnesota farm auction August 18th, 2011. Now $32,500, that actually ties for the highest auction price I've ever seen on a Bobcat S300. So again, kind of shows you that used values on the really nice used ones out there have been going up a little bit here this year. Now Bobcat, very interesting company, headquartered up out of West Fargo, North Dakota. They actually go back over 50 years and have quite a history of making innovative products. Now at the Farm Progress Show late this summer in Illinois, I had the opportunity to stop at the Bobcat exhibit and visit a little bit with Chris Knipfer, a marketing manager with Bobcat, about what's going on with them these days. Let's go to that video now.
It did start back in the 50s, and it's kind of funny, we get looked at as a construction company quite often, and our roots are actually in agriculture. So the skid steer was invented out of a necessity for a turkey farmer to clean out his pens, to clean the animal waste out of there.
Okay, yeah.
So we started out with a little three-wheel model, which was a couple of brothers that invented it, and then it kind of started from there, and what has turned into just a multifaceted industry that's grown over the last 53 years. We've been in. We celebrated our 50-year anniversary in 2008, so I guess it'd be about 53 years now.
Well, I've been covering the new and used market for quite a while, and you talk power of brand. That name Bobcat, it means so much to people. It speaks to quality. And again, what an effort with Bobcat is to stay at the cutting edge of quality and the performance with all your products, Chris.
Yep, the quality and the performance, and we pride ourselves on determining what the needs of our different customer types are. And obviously our big customer types that we're known for are construction and ag, but we go into several different markets too. And so listening to our customers, hearing what they have to say, and bringing that back to be integrated into our designs is very important to us.
Listening to your customers, what type of mechanisms or how do you have a system to do that, to get feedback from your Bobcat users?
We do, we have a very broad and diverse dealer network that we have a great relationship with. Our dealer network is a very strong part of our organization. So
roughly how many Bobcat dealers are we talking in North America?
In North America, I don't know the exact count, but it varies in between 550 and 600 different locations. So all of us back at the manufacturer typically have very good relationships with all of our dealers. And then going out to see the customers is a big endeavor of ours. So we make it a point to travel as much as we can and visit our customers in their settings and watch them operate.
That's an intensive process to reach out to the customer like that, but an important one, I would imagine.
Absolutely. It's always easier just to pick up the phone and talk to a guy. It's less expensive and quicker to do, but you don't get to really see what's happening and be in the actual application to kind of draw a picture for yourself, so you can go back and paint that for the engineers that create the products. So
now let's talk a little specifically about skid steers, Chris. What I've been seeing on the used market, we were talking a little bit ago that the used values have really been coming back here the last year and a half. What have you been seeing with new sales for Bobcat skid steers? It's been increasing for us. So we're seeing positive signs. The rental market started off about a year ago being very strong, so that kind of kick-started things for our organization. And now the end user or private contractor type customers are starting to pick up a little bit again. So we see positive signs for the future. It's not extremely rapid growth, but it's slow and steady, which is what we like to see. So now how about your excavator lines? You were telling us your E32 over here down here in central Illinois. You've had a lot of interest at the show with your excavators. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was. I brought it up because it was kind of interesting for me. Excavators get sold in agriculture, but they're not one of the predominant product lines, so to speak. And the reason that it keeps coming up is we actually have a drain tile booth right behind the Bobcat booth here, and guys come in and see that, and they have to do a lot of drain tile down in this area to keep their fields managed properly. So they come in, and there's 3 different customer types out there. There's the owners of the land that are just buying the machine to do it themselves. There's guys that are owners that are just renting the machine to do a quick job, and there's guys that are coming in and that's their life. They're going around and being contractors to bid out that type of work and do it for the farmers and ag guys that need to have it done.
So now you were mentioning also, Chris, you guys have been getting a lot of inquiries and interest in your all-wheel steer vehicle here, the 5600. Internally, you guys call this as a utility vehicle. What do you?
The technical name for it is a utility work machine. It kind of is a nickname of a tool cat. We have 2 different models, a 5600, which is here, and a 5610, which is very similar, except it doesn't have the dump box, and in place of the dump box, it has a 3-point hitch and a PTO power takeoff.
These have a lot. You were saying municipalities are all over these things for a lot of the work they need to do.
Yep, municipalities are very popular for it. It's also popular in agriculture. It's an excellent snow removal machine. And then where it really excels is at carrying attachments and operating attachments. It uses all the same attachments that our skid loaders and track loaders use.
Okay, now it's 98 degrees here today, Chris.
Yeah.
We know up in the upper Midwest how much snow we had last year.
Yeah.
Did you get a big increase in buyer interest with all our snow up there last year?
The tool cat market stays pretty steady for us, so the winter months are a good time for that product. But I'd say that it's a pretty steady part of our business for the tool cat.
Now, your website, Chris, for Bobcat, is it Bobcat?
It's www.bobcat.com is our public website.
Okay.
We also have another website that talks about our M series, which is bobcatadvantage.com.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys got a lot of great things going here with Bobcat, and I've been a fan for years, covering the ones that show up on the used market. And yeah, you guys keep up the great work, and it's been fun to visit with you today, Chris.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by.
Good to meet you.
You too.
And here's Bobcat's website, folks. It's www.bobcat.com, and you can see they have a list here of all the unique products they make. Even the toolcat that Chris was telling us about. If we take a little look here, you can find lots of good information on the Bobcat toolcat 5600 and a 5610. Got some pictures there. Again, so a very innovative company. Bobcat.com is their website. Check it out.